Do you need any DLC for Rust map? I'm actually not sure. You'd have to have a look on the website. I'm almost certain that you would need Going East, for example. As for anything else, I don't know. A Lithuanian tree cake, known as Ragulis or Sakotis, that serves as a wedding cake, is made by pouring layers of batter on a rotating spit. That actually sounds nasty.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Hay fever. My nose is so playing up with this hay fever. 2 weeks in Orlando, no hay fever tablets, absolutely fine. Came back within 3 days, my nose is wrecked again. The unofficial Rust map needs all of the DLC. There you go, including Baltic.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
James, good night. No, I don't think I fancy a tree cake either, MJ, if I'm honest. I don't like auto-censoring static. Even when I had a Logitech wheel, I turned off auto-censoring. Mr. Rowland, how are you doing? "66 months fun watching you live for a change. Hope you had a great trip and a time off." I had about a week off in total, I think. I had a lot of fun though. Very busy 2 weeks. TJ, how you doing? MN Jinx, welcome to the Nut House, MN. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your sub. Thanks for Nutty. Welcome, Henry. And Mr. D. And Molly. This is why they don't put sleeping bunks on top of the cab.
Continue straight.
What? You can't continue straight, Arnie. You go left or right, it's a fork. Six pack. Paul, it's been a while since I've checked in. Family stuff taking up a lot of time. No problem. Not in a good way. Thought I would pop in for a relaxing view while I have a few hours. What's new? Jeez, man.
Right.
Six pack, mate. All the best. Hope you sort the family things out. Yeah, I've been away for a couple of weeks in Orlando. But I'm back now. And, yeah. Not much to report, really. Thinking of buying a piece of a plane. Well, a share in a plane. Not a piece of a plane. Just buy a wing. 1/7 share of a plane. I'm still thinking of buying it. I'm not sure yet.
Welcome back.
The dudeness. Welcome back, dudeness. Baker025, welcome back. I think I'm due to start my IR training in just over a week. That's scary. You know what? That might actually make a nice photo. What aircraft? It's a Robin, but it's a 4-seat. It's not the DR Robin. It's a 4-seater Robin, but it looks like a PA-28, and has a Lycoming 180 brake engine in it, and it cruises at 120 knots. So it ain't a slouch. But it doesn't have any like GPS in it. It's all the old steam gauge type stuff. But yeah, it means that I would have much cheaper flying. It would only cost me like 90 an hour to fly instead of 160. And I would have much more flexibility over actually flying it. Well, yes, of course. Of course I've got a pilot's license. I'm not just gonna share in a plane and not have a pilot's license. That would be crazy. It needs a squirrel logo on it, lol. Yeah, one of the things I got while I was in the States was, it's like a clamp that you can use where you have to tie down holes on a plane, where you like tie the wings down to the ground. There's like a loop, and this is a clamp that fits inside the loop and then allows you to attach a camera. So you can just basically clamp this thing on, clamp a GoPro to it, go flying and get like either under the tail shots or under the wing shot. So that'd be cool. No, A09, it doesn't reset anymore. It used to reset, but no longer. Oh boy. It's like an insane amount of potholes here. Look at this. What the... That's the idea, Austrian controller, because I'll be able to go down there and then in my own sweet time set up the cameras, fly somewhere, record it. Well, I have to be like looking at my clock going, flight school expects it back in the next 90 minutes, you know. Yeah, the whole point is to basically be able to hour build and do more flying. What does that say? What's so fun about this game? It's pretty relaxing when you play it. It's a lot of fun. You can just drive all around Europe in a truck. It's great. It means slow down. Yeah, right. A lot of people dismiss this game, like, You'd want to play a stupid truck game, and then they played it and then found themselves playing it a lot more than they thought they would. But yeah, I've got Sat-nav voice. Yeah, there's no other truck game as good as this one. $1,200 hours logged. In Steam, I think in Eurotruck I've got 1,700 and something. Plus a few hundred outside of Steam. Plus whatever I've got on ATS. I don't know what I've got on ATS. But I play other sims. Some people just play this and they've got like thousands on it. The notorious Mo, 5 months. Great community, happy to be here. Happy to have you, Mo. The Dude 24 and Beaker 25. Welcome back, guys. How is On the Road? Meh. There's another game that's coming out as well called Truck Driver. Well, man, this is more like America than Russia. How can it be 60k limit down here? That just seems ridiculous to me. Did you like flying the US, Taipan? Oh yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hey Wriggles, how you doing, sir? If we start seeing people in like hazmat suits, then yeah, we're definitely going to Chernobyl. Adam Kenny, thank you for 20. At least the rain's gone. I am good, sir. Hope you're well. I am good. You doing your, what's it called? What's the name of that event? The World Flight thing that you do? Simfest. It's normally in summer, isn't it? You doing that? Is ATC very different in the US and the UK? If you're flying VFR, then ATC is... It's a fair bit different. Yeah. Oh, is it November? For some reason I thought it was summer. I don't know why I got that in my head. Somebody was telling me, who was it now? Either Chewy or Durka was saying that you're... Is it you're moving house or something like that? I can't remember now. Have you moved yet? Oh, you completed. Nice. Nice. So what, you was in Southend, are you staying in Southend? Are you going to Convoy in the Park this year, truck racing and truck show? I doubt it, Sixpack. I honestly, now I've taken on this VR 180 stuff for YouTube, I doubt I'm going to get time to do anything else.
Chill out.
I've got to focus on that now. A hell of a lot of gardening this weekend. Oh, Leon C, it's just down the road then. I got a friend who lives in Leigh-on-Sea. You got 2. Actually, I might have 3 soon. There's another guy I know who's thinking of moving to Southend. If I get this sharing this plane, Wriggles, you can come up if you want. If you fancy a VFR flight, maybe take you over Southend, down towards Lyd or something. If you're up for that kind of thing. Yeah, while the weather's nice. I need to just, if I buy a share in it, and then I need to do like 5 hours cross training onto it and stuff for the insurance. And then I should be good to go. But I'm a bit busy in July though, because I'm doing my instrument rating stuff in July. And then August I should be a bit better. It's winter I'm looking forward to. Night flying. I love night flying. It's so good. Oof. What the heck, man? Do I like this truck? I'm on the fence about it. No plans at the moment to go tail wheel now. No. I really... Like, I basically in my head said, I want to get my PPL, I want to do my night rating, and then I'd like to get my restricted instrument rating. So it's not a full instrument rating, it's the restricted one. And then I want to stop and just enjoy flying and then decide what I want to do, if anything. Like, that's plenty. That's plenty of time investment, plenty of learning, and then I want to actually get back out of it now. I just enjoy flying and going places. It's much more useful now to just stop, you know, with the learning and just get the experience of flying like over France and up to Scotland and that kind of thing, and just get the actual flying experience, make some videos out of it. I don't need to do any more training. I may do, but I don't need to. Like, if I wanted to ever go for full instrument rating, then I'd probably need to find a better plane, to be honest with you.
Ahead, turn right.
But yeah, I mean, getting a share in this plane will make things a lot cheaper, which is great. Bringing the cost of flying down basically means I can do more of it. Adam Kenny, thank you for 20 months. Come over to Kemble, Kraken Cafe. Do you know what? Cat Strater said to me that when he got his PPL, the first thing he did was make a list of all the airfields with really good cafes at them.
Turn left.
And then just basically go there because... And I get this. He doesn't want to just fly from A to B for no reason. He likes the idea of flying to a place to, like, have a nice lunch and then fly back. Because it gives the kind of flight a purpose. And I totally get that. Yeah, I don't have the fish. It's alright, I've got an inflatable autopilot, it's fine. Do you have to pay by the hour or something to park the plane? That would be good to see some things around the town. What normally happens is it depends where you go, but it's obviously different in the UK and the US, but in the UK, normally you pay a landing fee, and then you can pretty much just stay there. As long as you're not staying overnight, there's normally not a charge. Like, it's not a car where you pay per hour. You pay the landing fee, park on the apron, and yeah, just go somewhere. And then as long as you leave, If you want to leave it overnight, then obviously there's more of a charge. It's totally doable. I mean, if you fly further afield, you're going to have to stay overnight. And you've got to tie the plane down and find some accommodation and find how you're going to get there and that kind of thing. You've got different problems. Don't call me Shirley. Oh, come on. 6 minutes late, €255 fine. For being 6 minutes late just because they've got an urgent delivery bonus. What a lot of rubbish. Do you have any plans to fly to Europe or Ireland? Yeah. Europe, definitely. I definitely want to fly to France. Ireland? Maybe. The problem with Ireland is you'd have to go via the Isle of Man, but the problem is you've got to make sure you've got all the life vest equipment and training and stuff in case things happen over water, you know? The plane is perfectly capable of it. The guy who took it out a few weeks ago took it to Ireland and back. So the plane's perfectly capable.
I'm the Terminator Cyberden System Model 101. I swear I will get you to your destination. Trust me.
That's a lie. Wait. I've just noticed when the wheel is raised, it still turns. So what liveries they've got. Pretty much all of that's going to clash with pink. Land at Newtonards Airport. I'll take you on a Game of Thrones and local area tour, Sharpie. I don't even know where that is. No, it's not CCFC. You can have any trailer colour you want as long as it's lime green. Okay? You went through the greenhouse then?
I know where you're going, and I will get you there. Trust me. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think we'll need the headlights. You're kind of supposed to drive them with them anyway, but... No, Duxford's on my list to fly to. No sneeze. Told you. Yeah, Duxford's on my list. Fly that, and everybody in the plane gets 2 hours around the museum. It's a bonus. Uh-oh. Trouble with Duxford is it's not very far away from me. You can be there very quickly. Especially in that plane I'm looking at. You're talking 20 minutes if that. The only downside is you've got to fly around Stansted Airpace to get to it. I don't think there are any possible reroutes because we're kind of going down this bit that we wanted to go down, and then it's essentially getting down to the coast. So it's probably the best way apart from, say, that.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
It's not a cold, Presley. It's hay fever, mate.
That hit the road. Ahead. Turn right.
It's pollen.
Turn right.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is about L. Phillips VR is I don't, you know, once I've made these videos for YouTube, I don't have to stop there. I can carry on and do other stuff. But in terms of showcasing VR 180, it's about trying to get in the best planes possible, you know? Not just a little GA plane that I fly around in, as fun as that would be. Guitar West, 31 months. What settings would you recommend for this game? As far as setting up a TH-8A without an SKRS?
Ahead. Turn left.
What settings would you recommend as far as setting up a TH-8A without an SKRS?
Turn left.
I would still use a manual shift. Like, if you've got a manual shifter like a TH-8, I would still use it. Just because you don't have the SKRS basically means that when you want to split and range your gearbox, then you just need a couple of buttons somewhere. So just have some buttons here or anywhere really. But still use manual because it's more fun. Uh-oh. I didn't actually realise this was two-way. The heck, man? You think the route is a bit wonky, why? Yeah, absolutely, L. Phillips. If you don't, you know, you don't feel comfortable with manual gears, it does take like a week or 2 weeks to fully get used to a manual gearbox. Then just go auto. Look at the cows. I look at the cows and I'm thinking, steak. Well, this is quite picturesque.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Welcome back, Copper. Where is this? It's down the east coast, as showed you. It's your Yarvi, however you say that. It's very nice. It's very, very rural. I like this. Like I went to Luton Airport viewing area. Luton Airport viewing area and sat in the car and watched the planes coming into land. Do they have a viewing area at Luton then? Is it just a car park? Uh-oh. Oof. Would you take a chance of becoming an Airbus driver? Do you mean a pilot? When I was younger, I would have done. You're going to fly into Belfast. I've never flown it. I've flown into Belfast on the sim. It's quite a nice approach into Belfast. Oh great, they've not finished tarmacking the road. Won't be it'll be a couple of weeks, probably, Greep, before I get my summer car out. Just got a very busy week on. Let's get some fuel when we get off this road. This is a really nice road. Like, it's not too crazy, but it's really picturesque. Would you take a chance of becoming a pilot of the Boeing aeroplane? I think the same thing applies to Boeing as Airbus. Oh boy. Like, to become an airline pilot is a lot of training, and it costs a lot of time and a lot of money. And then you start off as first officer, and then you've got to do thousands of hours to get to senior, then again to get to captain. It's a big investment. And as soon as you join, I mean, you've probably seen it on the TV programs. As soon as you become a pilot, the first thing that happens is they station you somewhere. So you've got to basically go and live in that city. So if they station you in Paris, if EasyJet say, right, you're stationed in Paris or Glasgow or whatever, you've got to move you and your family there. When you're younger, you can do that. When you've had kids, it becomes more difficult, because then you've got to move all of your kids and your entire family and your friendship circle and everything else that you've established. You've got to then move to a completely different part of the world just for your job. So... and it's only like later on in their career they start to get paid really good money. Like when they hit captain, they're on 6 figures. Yeah, you're looking at well over 100 grand for your training. Plus, you know, 6 to 12 months of your time, full time. With no guarantee of a job at the end of it.
Happy anniversary.
And you've got to be able, you've got a class 1 medical that you've got to keep active. If you lose your medical, you can't fly anymore. Like, literally, that's the risk with a pilot, is for whatever reason, if you lose your medical, you're done. You can't earn money. Imagine that. Apple on the Apex, thank you for 4 months. Pretty much, Red Devil. That's pretty much how it is. It's going to take you years before you can properly pay that back. So imagine you're starting off with 100 grand of debt that you've invested, or your parents have invested, or whatever. There's 100 grand of debt that you start on. And you've got to start chipping away at that. And then, of course, you probably want to get your own house. But if you buy a house and then they move you somewhere else...
Ahead, turn right. Turn right.
On YouTube, there's a series of programs called Worst Place to Be a Pilot. And they fly down in Indonesia. And there's guys there that basically train to be airline pilots, but they just found it dull and boring. So they went to this Indonesia to fly, where it's basically like the craziest place to fly. You're talking very changeable weather. You're talking flying into airfields that are on the side of a mountain, 600 meters long on a slope, populated by literally tribes from thousands of years ago in terms of their development, with dogs on the airfield. You know, you make the drop and then get out of there kind of thing. It's a very interesting videos. But they do it because they find it makes them feel alive. They find it much more interesting than just flying an Airbus around Europe. It's hilarious. Yeah, some of the landings, like they don't have ILS approaches in these airfields. If the weather turns, you're going to try and land in hard minimums. All the while flying around, and you can see other airplanes in the side of a mountain. They weren't so lucky, you know, that kind of place. Well, Euro 6, no, that's not true. I mean, yes, I've got the PPL, but to get your ATPL is still another metric ton of learning and flying. And until you've got like 1,500 hours, you pretty much can't get a job. A lot of people qualify and then go and become a flight instructor just so that they can get their hours up to 1,500. I mean, I've seen it, you know. I've seen it at these flight schools. I've seen instructors who have pretty much no interest in teaching students other than to build their hours. Because when you're a student and you fly for an hour, that gets logged on the instructor as an hour of pilot in command. He's in command, you're a student, and you're paying for him. So you're giving him money, and he gets to put an hour down on his logbook as an hour of pilot in command. And that's how they build up their 1,500 hours, so they can actually get hired by EasyJet or whatever. And there's loads of those.
Continue straight.
Pink and green, that classic combo. I wouldn't want to be an instructor. You know, they get worked pretty hard. I've seen the guys at the school, like they're just, you know, I do like 3 hours flying and I come back and I'm, whew, and they just go from 9 till 5. And they just can't even get the lunch because they're in, boom, out with the next guy. Because, you know, they go out for an hour, come back, they got to debrief that student, they got to write down all the notes on the record, tell them what to do for next time, and then they're straight into the next guy, and it's just like continuous loop.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Come apart from emergency planes. One job I'd like to do is, and it's just never going to happen though, is the, I watch a lot of these air ambulance things. I'd love to be the pilot on an air ambulance. I think that's a really, really interesting, challenging and fulfilling kind of job. But the only people who get that are the ones who have been in the military and have like thousands of hours of pilot experience in a helicopter. But that would be an interesting job to me. Like just flying around saving people's lives. Heron67, thank you for 43 months. J.R. Lockery, thank you for 2. Morning, Paul and chat from Australia. Good morning, sir. No, you don't need to be a doctor. You're the pilot, yeah? Your job is to get you and your crew there safely and then help out as required. But, yeah, I mean, what tends to happen with them is, as they get older and they're reaching the point where they can't maintain the medical, they can't safely fly, some of them, they'll either retire or they'll train to be like a paramedic or something, and then they'll get in the back of the helicopter and carry on saving people's lives in a different way.
Continue straight. Continue straight.
Sound a FedEx driver after crashing into the new car dealership.
Continue straight.
Fairly Aussie guy type, and there's a few of them around. You tend to meet them more on the Friday stream. Can't get tired of the Norwegian coastline. Yeah, but Whiteland, imagine the weather that you have to work against in Norway. Orange Jaffa cake. Check your map, I think there are 2 different roads. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Good spot.
I need
It must have remembered it.
Boots and your motorcycle. Just kidding.
Must have remembered it when I clicked. Wait a minute. Why is the Sat-nav telling me to go that way? Why is it telling me to go north? I don't know. It's definitely not that way. Something very strange about that. Yeah, I know I'm meant to turn left, but the sat-nav's telling me to go that way, look. Oh, now it's calculated. Lucky I brought the compass. Land Rover sat-nav. Yeah, back on the road. Drive down to the ferry, take the ferry, short drop in Sweden. I'm pretty impressed by the scenery down this road though. This is a really good road. I don't have curtains, Togue. If they want curtains, they can have curtains. I love all the random cows just sitting around. Yeah, the trailer colour's great. So's the truck, right? Where's the tiny bed symbol? If you turn off fatigue simulation, you don't get it. Euro 6. Jaffa Cakes, I don't think it is a good game. Last time I looked at it, it wasn't. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Boat in the river. This is really well done. Next stream on your is Deadstick, yeah. I kind of thought that Deadstick might be at the expo, but he wasn't. I need to catch up with Chris. Find out where he's at with Deadstick. I think the game's taking longer than he thought, which is not surprising. But I think it'll be a good game when it comes out. Has it got a release date yet? On Deadstick. I've been pestering that guy like since Cosford last year to let me make a video on that game. No release date yet. I can only hope that it gets it out by Christmas. But if he said it's going to be 2020, I gotta say, I wouldn't be massively surprised. Yeah, that's the Bush Pilot one. It's the old 80-20 rule again. 80% of your time is on the final 20% of the project. Trying to finish a game is really hard. Oh yeah, there's a couple of YouTubers that use those Bush Pilot planes, and they just take off and land in some ridiculous places. Deadstick's aiming for Q2. Nah. Q2 ends in a few days. That's not gonna happen, bro. To be honest, Whiteland, I think the two games, I think the Deadstick and the Microsoft Flight Sim, they're not going to affect each other's sales. They're two very different games in a way. Six pack, thank you for the bits. Thanks for the chat and the chill out.
Speed trap reported ahead.
Thanks for the chat and chill out. Keep up the good work. See you soon. Hopefully a bit more regularly now. Things have settled down a bit. Laters. Thank you, dude. We shall see you soon, hopefully. Thanks for the bits. Togue, did you not watch anything from E3? Yeah, Whiteland. I just picked up VTOL VR. VTOL VR, what's that? Let's have a look. I think I've heard of it, but just gotta double check. Oh, VR dogfights. Early access game. Is it VR only? Geez, I hope the frame rates are nothing like...
Trap reported ahead.
Hope the frame rates are nothing like what's in the video. Hey, I can multitask, Nightmare. Piece of cake, right? Yeah, the Steam sales. Somebody was in chat yesterday saying what the Steam sales were tipped for, but I think it's very, very soon. It's normally a couple of weeks before the summer holidays, so I think it's probably imminent.
Chill out. Speed trap reported ahead.
This is how stream highlights are created. Nightmare, thank you for the bits. Hooray for multitasking. I know, right?
Ahead. Turn right.
Yeah, I reckon it's next week as well.
Turn right.
Leaky, I don't think I spent anything in the last Steam sale. There was a time, whenever the Steam sale came up, I just bought loads of games. And then after a couple of years, I pretty much realised that a lot of the stuff I was buying in a sale, I was never actually playing. I was just buying it because it was a massive discount, but it doesn't matter if it's a massive discount. If you're spending money on it and then you're never playing it, your value for money is terrible. So in the end, I was just... If I want a game, I probably already got it anyway. Remind you of this next week. Now what's going to happen, Aliki, is me and you are going to have a conversation next week and you'll be telling me about how much money you just wasted on the Steam sale. Sorry, how much money you saved on the Steam sale. I always love it when people go to the sales, like the shopping sales, and they come back going, look how much money I saved, and they're holding up bags of stuff. I saved loads of money. You're like, no, you spent loads of money. Unless you was going to go and buy those things anyway, you didn't save anything. I swear that's like the 10th time I've been asked about the sonic boom. No, I didn't hear it.
Welcome back, Nata.
Well, the Steam servers on day one always melt down. Loads of people buy stuff and then download it and it just kills the server. Speed bump, welcome back. Roads are getting a bit quicker. You're excited to go to Sweden? This road is completely different to the one that we started on at.
Keep right. And then exit right. I insist.
I insist.
Exit right. I insist.
No way is at a 90k limit through this bend. Strange how in Europe trick must be kept right in Canada. This is the province that must stay in the middle. What's the thinking there, Infernal? Why would it stay in the middle? Thinking about buying a Thrustmaster, but you don't have support on your laptop. Of course it has support on your laptop. It has support on Windows. It's just USB.
Keep right.
It's usually a three-way highway, so they can see both sides, be free to change lane easily in case of emergency braking. He did say keep right, didn't he?
Keep left.
Okay, this is weird. We're on a road parallel to the main highway. I bet we end up getting back on again. I bet it's taken us this way because it's very slightly shorter.
Keep left.
I need to record some Sat-nav voice for this thing. Just for the giggles. It is as well, look. Straight back on the main highway. I knew it. Fantastic. You can always move over, bro. Thing is, if I did record Sat-nav voice for Eurotruck, I don't know what kind of style to do it in. Do it, or just do it in just do it as me, or do it in any particular style. I don't know. I could do various ones. I could do me. I could do like a posh one. Keep right, chap. You know, like English kind of London, posh. Could do a northern. I could just get Mrs. Squirrel to do northern. Yeah, I could do a troll one where it says keep left whenever you're supposed to keep right. Take the next left, and it's like a right turn, just like a complete troll one. English posh. I say, Albion, should we take a left? That kind of voice. Where he doesn't tell you to do things, he kind of says, he's like suggests it. Shall we take a right? Let's go straight on. I don't think we could do a Doyle one. go. Snooze, you lose, bro. One bark for left, two barks for right. Oh my god. Yeah, when you get to like a roundabout, he barks for the number of junctions. So instead of turn right, he'll go... Oh no, you see that wouldn't work in a UK road. I need to have a look. I don't think there's many files you need to do a soundbite for. I think it's only like, I don't know, 18 samples. Something like that. Get your kids to do Sat-nav voices. Yep, we're pretty close to the ferry port of Sosnovyj Bor.
Keep right. And then exit right. I insist.
You'd love to visit Russia, but it's too cold.
Right.
Well, don't go in winter. There are parts of Russia that get really hot in summer. I think a Morgan Freeman one would be pretty good if it was done properly.
Ahead. Turn right. Turn right.
There's a Morgan Freeman one, but it's only for ATS. Is it any good though? Like, for it to be good, I mean, it's got to sound like Morgan Freeman. The voice, the volume levels have got to be consistent across the takes. Because I hate it when you get, he'll say, turn left, and then he'll go, turn right, you know, really loud. It just sounds stupid. Because they didn't bother to equalize the audio. Truckin 1376, thank you very much. Hope all is well. All is well. I don't understand why it's only for ATS. Surely you can just open it up and get all the sound bites and just port them over to ETS. Yeah, it probably is the same files. Maybe they have to be a different file name, but I doubt it. Maybe there's a couple of different ones. Euro 6, I think you may as well turn the Sat-nav voice off rather than have it speak a language that you don't understand. It amounts to the same thing. KHD, thank you for 61 months. Where are we going here? Can't actually see the drop-off point. Scumbag. I think it's straight on the right somewhere. CMC, 53 months. Big numbers. Big numbers. Great. Where on earth are we going? We're going left? Right, we made it. Hink. €14, 1,500 euros. Woo! I can smell like a barbecue or something. Either my computer's cooking or somebody outside's having a barbecue.
Ahead, turn right. Turn right. And then turn right.
Hang on. I'm just going to step outside and see if we can... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It smells more like, I don't know, like burning leaves maybe?
Turn right.
Yeah, that's why I went checking, because nobody's going to have a barbecue this late. On a Sunday especially. Yeah. Maybe somebody's playing Cooking Sim for real. Put the fire extinguisher in the microwave.
Continue straight.
It's almost as ugly as a Renault Magnum, this thing. Whoops. Truck is old enough to be at the classic vehicle show. Oh yeah. The ultimate insult. The Renault Magnum looks too square and too futuristic for his time. I would never say a Magnum looked futuristic.
Turn left.
Are European trucks diesel? Mostly, yeah.
Ahead, turn left. Turn left.
Right. Down through Sodtali. Hey, Tequila. ETA 7:57. What time do we have to get it there for? Oh, it's fine. PM. Lots of time. This will be the final delivery, L. Phillips. We should have finished 30 minutes ago. You've had a bonus. SNT Encore. Going to your birth town. What's that? That is a pretty high up highway. In Köping. Oh, is that a railway? Why does it need all the, like, side panels on it then? You just passed the Scania test track. Yeah, I saw that. Yoshi. Side wind protection, yeah, I guess. Makes sense. You're going on that bridge tomorrow? Nice. So it's a passenger train line then?
Continue straight.
Thing is, I bet it spoils the view, doesn't it, that panel? Someone not very good with heights, I prefer not to see the view. Good job he wasn't born a bird, eh, Beaker? If he was, he'd be a turkey, right? USMC Vet, I shall see you next week, hopefully. Sveeve. Oh my life, Sveeve. How many is that? That looks like a lot. Oh my god, dude. 50 subs. Sveeve. Holy moly, bro. Ay caramba. My chat and panel just, like, lit up like a Christmas tree. Oh boy. Sveeve. You legend, thank you so much for gifting 50 subs. That's insane. I can only thank you so much for that. Guys, if you've just been gifted a sub, you've got Sveeve to thank. You're one of 50 people who's just been gifted a sub into the Nut House. Thank you so much, my man. That is properly nuts. Properly nuts. Hero status unlocked, yeah.
Right.
GG, sir. Thank you, Sveeve.
Exit right. I insist. Exit
Did
right.
not see that coming.
Insist.
Welcome back.
Tons of resumes and quite a lot of new subs as well. First timers in the Nut House. We do have a sub Discord server, guys. The mods can tell you how to connect to it. Just bear in mind, if you've just been gifted a sub, then you probably won't get access to it for about an hour. It often refreshes. The Discord and Twitch often talk to each other around every hour, and at that point it'll appear in your list to connect to, and you can join the Discord server. You have loads of chat rooms in there, so when I'm offline you can chat with each other and exchange knowledge and information, or just look at crazy pictures of travel holidays and stuff.
Welcome to the Nut House.
But if you're a sub, you're entitled to join it.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Human. Welcome exit to the Nut House.
You used to have a good natter in there. Oh yeah, all the chat rooms are active. But there's a room for more or less every kind of sim, you know, truck sim, race sim, flight sim.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Human. Exit here.
Welcome back. Nut.
Well, Steve, I think that sub bomb's still going to be going until the end. He just called us humans. Well, he is correct.
Welcome back. Letter.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Oh, it's a Magnum.
Letter.
A Magnum with a BDF. What's going on?
Exit here.
Mike here as well.
Welcome.
What's the maximum sub bomb you can do? I'm not sure, Thomas, if it's 50 or 100. It might... I don't know. I'd have to have a look in the drop down. It's 100, yeah. I think it is 100.
Letter.
Anybody want to try it?
Back.
Yeah, like 100 subs is 100 times $5 plus tax. That's a lot of money. 50 subs is a lot. 100 is just insane. Twitch just imposed the limit, I think.
To the nut house.
Except for tier 3 is limited to 40. Yeah, but that makes sense, Chris, because tier 3 is $25 a sub, right?
Keep right. And then turn right.
Welcome to the nut house.
Turn right.
You don't pay tax on US on subs. That's interesting.
Continue straight.
Welcome to the nut house.
I thought you had to pay whatever your local tax is. So if you live in a state with a zero tax, fine.
Welcome back.
Ahead. Turn
40
left.
tier 3 subs is $1,000 US. That's just insane.
Turn left.
To be honest, like if I was gifting subs,
Welcome to the nut house.
personally, I would gift tier 1 subs. I don't really see any. I don't see the benefit in gifting a tier 3 sub. Like, you might as well, like, for one tier 3 sub, you could gift 5 people a tier 1 sub,
Ahead.
and then 5 people can be sub for a month, which is far better use of. You're making 5 people happy as opposed to making 1 happy, is what I'm trying to say. So I would gift tier 1s.
Welcome to the nut house.
You have arrived. Hasta la
You have
vista,
arrived.
baby.
Have I got to 3 million subs? What? Nobody's on 3 million subs, Thomas.
Welcome to the nut house.
Oh, the turning circle is not that. In the right mind would give 1,000 subs. I'm pretty certain official James that didn't like Ninja or somebody do it. When the whole sub gifting thing came out, they basically spent like 1,000 of their own dollars gifting subs. Because they wanted to test it, but also they wanted to boost their own emote count.
Welcome.
Because if you're a streamer and you gift like a few hundred subs, it could easily give you more emoticons. So it's a way of paying to unlock emoticons.
Welcome back. Letter. Welcome back.
Yeah, exactly, Beaker. A tier 1 sub, like, people may continue that after you've gifted it, but a tier 3, it's unlikely. Boom!
Welcome to the nut house.
And that's where we end our journey. Where did we start? We start here. Somewhere around here.
Welcome to the nut
Drove all the way up
house.
through here and then down there. We're done. We're done for a week, Heyman. We're done for a week. Listen, guys, don't expect too much in terms of videos this week.
Welcome to the
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to be in London for this VR 180 training stuff. So I'm really not going to have time for videos this week. Unfortunately, but you know, this VR 180 is pretty important to me.
welcome.
Well, it's going to be a blast learning out how to record in 180. It's going to be awesome. Thank you for watching. It's been good to be back streaming again after the holiday. You've got a stream idea for next week, Wyland. I can only imagine.
Welcome back.
Are you familiar with Sim Dashboard? I've heard that name somewhere. You're welcome, Engel Tinker. It's probably going to be hard work, Beaker, but it'll be fun, right? It isn't MC. Mind Control?
Welcome back.
It's probably Factorio Wyland. Mighty Luke, thank you for the bits. Keep up the good work. Have a good time in London. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's great to be back. Thank you so much for all your support. It's been... it's always amazing when I come back streaming again after taking time off and you guys just hit the resub button. You know, welcome back, all that kind of thing. Great to have you back. It's so heartwarming and encouraging. You're such an awesome community. It's just a pleasure to stream to you. So yeah, thank you for your support. And for all those who've gifted subs and sent in bits, thank you for your support there as well. I'll be in and out of Discord as ever, you know, through the week. Try and post some pitch. Actually, what I'll try and do on my Instagram and my Discord, I'll try and post some pics inside the YouTube creator space. I'll send you some pictures so you can see what it's like in there. Get some snaps when I'm messing about with the headset and the cameras. I'll do that. And Amstis, sorry. Thank you for the bits. Great stream as always. Have a good week. And you. Thank you. Mans, thank you for 32 months. Thank you very much, sir. And your subs you gifted earlier as well. You gluttons for punishment. Lol.
Welcome back.
And the note of pictures saw next to no pictures from the States. Well, you were clearly not on Instagram, Whiteland. Dre, so how was Truckfest? I don't know, Dre. I don't think it's going to be as good as Insomnia, though.
Welcome to the nut house.
Yeah, so all of you have a fantastic week. Sveve's sub-bomb is still going. It's going to be going for another hour, I think. Have a great week. I'll be back on Friday. Friday, we're going to do that Rocket League thing again for a couple of hours. But other than that, I'm not sure what we're playing yet. Yeah, we had a 2-hour slideshow, Beaker. Correct. Iskovan, thank you for 37. You're welcome. So yeah, I'm going to jump out now. And yeah, that's it for this week. I'll be doing the VR stuff all week. And then I'll be back on Friday. Another week disappears like that. All right. Once again, thank you so much. Take it easy, guys. See you next week. I'll play the playlist as well. In about 15-20 minutes, I'll kick off the playlist. But it's all going to be on SquirrelPlus anyway, so it's up to you where you watch it. Yep, have a good one, guys. Take it easy. Love you all. Good night.